Hey all, here OS Reviews. Now, Xiaomi carries a catalog of thousands of products, but the cheapest items that they sell are not really tech related at all. In fact, it's this ballpoint pen as well as batteries. In fact, the retail price in China for both of these products are $9.99 RMB, which converts to roughly $1.50 in the United States. So highly affordable, essentially dollar store prices. The batteries themselves are called rainbow or 7-colored batteries. It's actually an interesting and very cute kind of idea. The version here is the AAA. It also comes in AA, and regardless of the size, you get the same number of batteries and the same price, which is $1.50. And at that price, it's actually cheaper than many of even the drugstore batteries that you'll find, but it has a more interesting design in my opinion. So potentially even a good value regardless of whether you're a fan of Xiaomi or not. But anyways, you can open this sticker like so, and then you can pop open the lid, and we have just access to the batteries themselves. It's very beautiful to look at, the rainbow colored batteries. These are not rechargeable or anything, so they're single time use. It's not anything high tech, but it might be even cheaper than what you'll find perhaps at Target or Walmart. So that is just very interesting. But anyways, here is the next product. They're Xiaomi Pens. These are 0.5 millimeter in terms of the size of the tips, and they are actually gel pens. So it's a liquid type that is extremely smooth when you're writing. You don't have to exert as much force as on a regular ballpoint, and it has a twist mechanism for opening. Again, it comes in a few different colors. This is what the packaging is like. This regular ballpoint pen, which is white in color, it's made out of a polycarbonate PBS plastic, sells for, again, $1.50 officially. And there's also a version made out of aluminum gold, which is the more premium version, that sells for 25 RMB, which is about $3.50. Still is quite cheap, but a little bit more. When I first saw these products, when I heard about them actually a few months back, I was very skeptical. I was thinking, wow, this is kind of dumb. Who would, buy a pen from Xiaomi? It might just be, it's just a pen. There's nothing really fancy. But surprisingly, they are extremely well built, and actually even hundreds of years later, having a good quality pen, whether you're a student or a professional, can still be quite important, because at some point, writing down things on pen and paper is still going to be very valuable and important. So the build quality of the pen itself is really, again, top-notch. The thing that surprises me the most when I first picked it up was how hefty it is. Even the plastic version is extremely weighty. It really is trying to compete with more expensive pens that maybe executives may have in their office, something that you would want to use for signing documents and papers in signatures, and it just feels like a very premium stationary tool, in fact. So at that price, I think that Xiaomi, again, is really undercutting the competition from more well-known stationary brands. Anyways, this is the top of the pen. It has a symmetrical round shape. The body here and the accents have the Mijia logo, which is the subsidiary of Xiaomi. This is licensed under, and this tip here is also made out of a solid aluminum. The motion for unveiling the pen tip is very easy. To simply twist it clockwise, and the tip will just pop out like so, counterclockwise, and it goes back in. It's a super smooth motion that feels very elegant. The part here that clips onto your shirt also prevents it from rolling around on the surface, so it looks very sleek on a desk. And now for the second pen, which is the gold or the kind of aluminum style metal construction, has exactly the same 0.5 millimeter gel, so you get the same overall printing experience on a paper. It's just the feeling is a bit more premium. If you're giving it as a gift, it could look better as well. But for personal use, I think that the polycarbonate one is perfectly fine. It has almost a similar weight as well. The plastic is quite hefty. But anyways, this one is made entirely out of a unibody aluminum, so it's precise and precision milled. We have the same kind of clip for your shirt that has the Xiaomi Mijia logo printed on the top. This time everything is extremely shiny and in gold, and the top here also has a round dial design, just like with the polycarbonate, as you can see there. So they are pretty much the exact same in terms of design philosophy, as well as, again, the inking experience inside. It's just that the material choice on the outside is different. And here's a quick size comparison with some other pens here and there, so you can tell really it's a lot more minimalistic and very design-centric compared to these. Almost reminds you of something like a stylus. So as aforementioned, I think it's still really important to have a quality pen. There's actually studies have shown that writing down things on physical pen and paper allows you to remember them more easily compared to just typing them out on a keyboard. Almost a little reminiscent of some calligraphy pens with a real ink that you would dip into. So it's just, again, just super easy to glide along. And Xiaomi claims that they use actually a Japanese manufacturer or partner for the gel inside, which they claim to be smear resistant. Very consistent. There's no kind of fading, getting lighter or darker as you go along. The ink doesn't get blotchy or get splotches on the paper like cheaper pens can have. And again, once the ink is actually dried, you can kind of smear it with your fingers and nothing really comes out. And it's important to see that the inside of the plastic here also has some aluminum accents on the inside, which is why, again, it feels really weighty. And really, it's the same thing even on the aluminum version of the Rollerball Pen. Also, the pen tip here is the reverse. So on the inside of this one, it's actually made of a thin piece of plastic with a thin metal on the outside, versus on the polycarbonate where it was plastic on the outside and metal on the inside. So anyways, just a quick hands-on review, quick look at Xiaomi's cheapest products, from stationery, kitchen pots, appliances, air conditioners, TVs, and of course, electronics. Xiaomi seems to really sell it all. So again, you can find more links in the description box below. Again, this is from distributors because Xiaomi is not selling this officially on their website since it really is so cheap. They want you to either visit an official store or go to China to pick this up, which is why it might be slightly more expensive in the links below, but still, again, is one of their cheapest products. Thanks for watching this video here at OS Reviews.